So editing Rob starting out a video is never a good sign, but I did want to give you guys a heads up that the mic is not quite on points today. I don't know exactly what happened. I actually went back and checked all of the settings and everything is normal, but for some reason it recorded me really differently, so I do apologize for that. However, I will make sure that this doesn't happen in the next one. Alright, so without ado, let's jump into it. Hey, what's up my succulent little mangoes? This is Rob from Gay Guy Plays, and today on Dressed to Kill, D has brought us another batch of the one true endgame when we take a look at my TennoGen round 16 haul. Now, as always, I have to start things off with a little bit of a disclaimer. As many of you guys know, I have a very particular aesthetic. So I don't want you to think that I've forgotten any of the skins with this release. I just choose to spotlight the things that I love and choose to sweep under the rug the things that I'm not super fond of. I don't want to drag an artist for their hard work just because it doesn't necessarily match with my own aesthetic. And I do want to remind you guys that all of these skins are paid for with my own money. So Rob can't go just spending everything left, right, and center when he got a credit card to pay off, okay? So without ado, let's go ahead and get dressed. Alrighty, so let's kick things off with a handful of honorable mentions. These are all items I definitely would have bought had I not spent all of my money on K-beauty and skincare. So first things first is this helmet for Hydroid. It is the Karkinos helmet, and it's by Volbjorn and Crackle. You guys know, I love me some Volbjorn, and I also love me some Crackle. Tell your mama I said hi. But as you can see right here, the helmet looks absolutely fantastic. I really like the shape of it, but the one reason, especially if you're a Hydroid fanatic, that you need to go ahead and pick up this helmet is because of this. I literally spent like just 5 minutes doing this, and I'm like, should I though? Should I really pick it up? However, I do not play Hydroid enough to go ahead and do it just for the kicks and giggles. But if you guys are fans of Hydroid, definitely check that helmet out. I really do like it. The next thing that I wanted to go ahead and show off are the 2 weapon skins that came with this update. And that is the Nikana Ungulata skin. Is this by Volbjorn 2? This is by Volbjorn 2. So if you guys like that infested aesthetic, and it's sad because I can't really show it off here with the blade. The blade actually looks really cool on this one. The sheath is just okay, but the blade is really where this infested Nikana shines. So if you're in for that whole like pustule aesthetic, go ahead and jump into this. As you guys know, I have been a fan of him in the past when it comes to his infested work. The next thing I want to go ahead and show off is, oh my god, what is it called? Polearm. Let me just go ahead and grab the Legion real quick, and I want to go ahead and show off the skin for this one, and it is the Scorpos skin. I want to buy it. I might actually pick this one up. This one is by Gertan, and oh, does it look good. I definitely love all of the little embellishments on there, the metallics. You guys know, if y'all do metallics right, that's like half the battle for me. And this just looks absolutely sickening. So if you guys do have some extra money to blow on a weapon skin, oh, and it looks really good with this Hydroid skin too. Y'all, I'm tempted. I am tempted, but there are still some purchases that I have to make before the end of this month. So let's go ahead and move on down the list. Now, the first skin that I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys is one for Miss Valkyr herself. I've been waiting for the skin, because let me tell you, it is gorgeous. This one, of course, is the Lyon SSKIN by Hitsusan, and as you guys know, you can't go wrong with the Hitsusan skin, and here it looks absolutely fucking amazing. I'm really sad, though, that they didn't let you go ham on the butt details. They were bigger originally. However, it is the nice, pretty kind of like winged effect that it's got going on there. So I really like that. As always, we get a little bit of the Hitsusan triangle action going on there, which I'm always a big fan of. And the one thing that I really like about this skin is this kind of like chest opening area. I know that sounds really strange, but I like that because sigils fit nicely in there, and I think that it's a small touch that definitely kind of like blends in with other factors when you come to customizing the skin. The other thing that I really like, and it's weird, I like the reflect off of this area right here. You catch that reflect? It's just a little detail, but that reflect looks really fucking good. Overall, it's another solid Hitsusan skin. I like that little swoop on the shoulder as well. However, as always, I gotta point out a couple things. Number one, the prime details look disgusting on this. Don't use this with prime details. I don't know what it does, but it just does not look right. I mean, listen, it's your skin, do with it as you please, but I much prefer it just without that cover up. The other thing that I want to point out real quick is, while I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the floppiness of the braid, you guys know I have this aversion to limp dicks. Like, it's just kind of like a limp dick floppiness. This is probably the worst of it all. Oh wait, no, it's not doing it. Oh no, now it's doing it. Maybe when you're actually in combat, it doesn't come out like that. Like, I haven't taken this into a mission, but I think you might want to fix that just a little bit, DE, because it just doesn't look quite right. Regardless, the skin on its own, absolutely gorgeous. Just a couple minor weird clipping issues. But if you are a Valkyr fan, I don't think you can go wrong with that. Now, speaking of fans, oh my god, he's got Valkyr's claws on. Oh, shit. Listen, you know, we trade one exalted weapon for another, but as you can see right here, this one is the Wukong Mithra skin. As you guys know, I have not necessarily been a fan of the Mithra series. In fact, this is probably my favorite one of the bunch. And honestly, when I looked at it to begin with, oh my god, can I do it to I don't want to do it to a different skin. The default colors on this make me cry. Let's just, I don't even want to touch it. I don't even want to touch it because I'm happy with the customization that we got here. And I could not see past those customization colors. So when I put this on, I was like, I really like the helmet. The helmet is really sickening to me. I love how it's kind of like double rimmed. I love that kind of like frosted glass interior of that. I don't know what it is, but the helmet I really, really rock with. The rest of the skin, I'm kind of like, oh, that's not bad. And the thing about it is the detailing on it is actually really, really nice when you make it a bit more subtle. Oh my god, I'm gonna hit default on this. Because I have to show you. I'm not a fan, and I don't mean to drag anybody's coloration, but like you can see how like I want to say opulent. It looks really fucking opulent, and it looks really luxurious when you put a good customization on it. Oh, I don't really want to drag anybody else's customization. I love how the frosted glass looks with it, but I mean, like at its base, oh, this is gonna hurt. It looks like this. It looks like that! No! That doesn't show off the beauty of this skin well enough. So, listen, I think the skin is gorgeous. I think the base customization makes it a little bit hard to see past it. Regardless, I picked it up, I played around with it, I really, really like it. And it's one of those, I can't look at this. The next one. It's a good Wukong skin. We don't get very many Wukong skins, and that one's a good one, just not in this coloration. Alright, so next up, we're gonna move upwards into this Nyx skin. Oh, have I waited? Oh, by the way, that last skin was by Lukey. This is also by Lukey. Lukey's just getting all the money this season. This season, they're just getting all the money. So, as you can see, this is absolutely fucking gorgeous. I've been waiting, I've been cheering. There is one issue, and I'm sure DE will figure it out, but as you can see, the helmet is currently not taking the energy colors. However, you know, if you get into this window, you can kind of see what the energy color is going to look like. Again, I've not taken this into a mission yet, so it might just be in an arsenal issue, but I think that the skin is overall gorgeous. There is, however, listen, I drag both my friends and I drag people that I don't know as well because I gotta keep it real. One of my biggest issues is the fact that there is an untintable section. See this little blue-gray here? Little blue-gray here, this little blue-gray here? The reason why I colored this skin the way I colored it is because of the fact that it's the only way to make it work with that blue-gray. Well, I mean, I'm sure there are other ways, but as you can see here, if I'm doing like a little bit of a warmer color, a warmer like tone, right? If I did different metallics or different colors on this, it would not come out as well because it would clash with that really cool toned blue. So let's say if I wanted to go and do this accent color, a really, really warm color, you'd have to contrast it with that kind of like bluey tone that's in there, and it doesn't always work. So a part of me was just kind of like, you know what, I would love if the secondary color had kind of like a wash over that tone so that you would still get a little bit of a blend. So if, let's say, I wanted to go for a bit of like a rusty red, it would have like a soft warmth over that gray, so it could be like a red gray instead of like, you know, the cool tone blue gray that we have now. However, I am very, very happy with the customization in which it turned out. Wow, Rob doesn't have the words for it. But yeah, so this I'm super happy about, and I'm not trying to read No One for Filth, but the Mithra skin series isn't necessarily my favorite from Lucino. And by the way, this is Lucino and Hari pair. It's a little collab that they got going on. I support me a good old collab. But the one thing that I will say is, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the Mithra series. I am a big fan of the Auras series. And if you made this a series, I'm going in debt, okay? I'm just saying. My only other criticism for this skin is there is a lot of texture work on the metallics. I almost want to say just a little too much texture work on the metallics, but that I can forgive. The thing I can't forgive is the untintable color section. Now, this next skin I'm going to show you, because this is gorgeous right here, was a skin that was just going to, oh, by the way, prime parts on it, looks good. Looks good, looks good, big thumbs up. I enjoy it quite a bit. Now, the next skin that I'm going to show you was a skin that I was originally going to be in my just honorable mentions. And then I put it on. And then I was like, no, I cannot not. I already don't play Nyx, but Master Noob's Techno Scythe skin, y'all fuck me up. This one fucked me up. I literally previewed it in the screen so that I could show you guys the preview, and I was like, no. Don't do this to me! Why are you doing this to me? Because I did not need to spend this money, okay? I didn't need to spend this money, however I spent this money. And it looks really good. And the thing that angers me even more, look at it with its motherfucking, like, prime parts. It just blends and it just flows. And Master Noob has been known for this, where he'll actually design kind of sort of ish around the prime details as well. So for me, I'm just like, it's just great. It's just, all of this Nyx love is just fucking fantastic. Too bad I still don't want to play her. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. So skin-wise, those are definitely my favorites of the bunch. Things that I feel are worth mentioning. However, there is one last thing that I did want to say. Listen, I said Lucino got my money. They got my money. They got my money. There is a new earpiece, I believe. It is the earpiece, right? It is this earpiece right here. And you can see it. See that little thing? That's the little earpiece for the Auras earpiece. This is why I'm saying I'm standing. I'm fucking standing. The only thing that I do need to make very clear, I'm going to take off the Auras diadem, because the Auras diadem is one thing, the earpiece is another thing. So if you don't like that diadem, you can go ahead and like mix and match this with other things, and it looks very, very pretty as well. Look at it. Look at it go. Look at it go. Doesn't it look really fun? The Yankee. What is it called? The Unique. Whatever that is, looks absolutely fucking fantastic with this. Just definitely check this one out. If you're looking to pimp out your operator, this is definitely a way to go. But let's say you want to pair it with the Auras diadem. Now you got a little matching set, and I like them very much. See, look, he smiled. He's smiling. He's happy about that. Regardless, that about does it for this set of TennoGen. Let me know what you guys have absolutely loved. Were there any of the skins that, you know, you felt like you need to take a second look at, and now you're kind of convinced about? Toss that down in the comment section below. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I will see my little succulent mangoes later, okay? Bye-bye.